Okay, hi. Another thought for this is a thought for the day one, so it's not the A level stuff, but it is still related to the A level topics I've been looking at, mainly looking at utilitarianism. And it's this idea about happiness. About happiness is really central to utilitarianism, isn't it? And pleasure, in that the more happy we are, then the better society is going to be. But that almost presupposes that happiness is the natural state of humanity. And there's a thing going around, it's called the happiness myth. And that actually happiness is not the natural state for all human beings. And I mean, it's almost written into the Constitution, the American Constitution, isn't it? You know, about pursuit of happiness. And the problem about thinking that happiness is our main aim is this. Um, Happiness is the natural state for all human beings, is really how it starts off. If you're not happy, you're defective. Something's gone wrong and you need to sort it out. So, to create a better life, you must get rid of negative feelings, which means you should be able to control what you think and feel all the time, and also control everything that goes on around you in your life. And if you can't, then there is something defective about you and you are not able to experience happiness. And this is one of the problems that we have with utilitarianism, is that happiness is not part, is not the natural state of humanity. It is not the default state. It's not I wake up in the morning happy and then something gets on my nerves and I'm no longer happy. Happiness is not the natural state. I'm not saying that in terms of being negative. It's just reality, isn't it? We are not happy all the time, and to be expect to be happy all the time is to put us into a false expectation of what our lives are meant to be like. And so this isn't about saying we shouldn't be happy. It's actually looking about what do we actually have control over. And we do not have control over everything that goes on in the world. We often don't even have control over how we feel and our emotions. And sometimes we could be thinking, I don't know why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. And it's difficult to pinpoint why we are feeling unhappy and dissatisfied. It doesn't mean we're defective. It doesn't mean that actually there's something about our life that we need to sort out. It might be, it might not. It's not an automatic, it should not be an automatic assumption that there is actually something wrong in our life. What we need to do is recognise that actually in our life, and which is one thing of Bentham and Mill, I would have been interested to hear what they think about it, is actually maybe our natural state isn't happiness, isn't unhappiness. It's more of a neutral state. And if there are things in our life that are unhappy, it's recognizing those things that we have control of, so that we can actually, is this something I need to change so that I can improve? I might not be happy once I've changed it, but it will improve my life, it will improve my well-being, and I much prefer the word well-being to happiness. Is it something that I need to change and get rid of? Or is it something I need to accept the way it is? And maybe the situation isn't going to change, but how I respond to the situation will change, and therefore maybe I won't be experiencing as many negative feelings as possible. So that's one of the problems of utilitarianism I think a lot of people have. It almost presupposes that happiness is the natural state of humanity, and if you're not happy, then there's something wrong with you. And then when you start thinking there's something wrong with you, then you feel, oh, that makes me even less happy. And it's a vicious cycle that you go down and down and down. Let's accept that maybe happiness isn't the natural state for all of us, for human beings, for all human beings. And it's recognizing those things that we can change to improve our well-being, and recognizing maybe what my responses that I need to change about situations that I find myself in. Hope you're keeping well. Bye.